Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Success Live. My name is Eric Reed. I am your host, and I'm so glad you have taken time out of your busy day to join us. As I said in the caption or the header, that today we're going to discuss 5 ways to make it a more purposeful, there we go, day, or how to bring more meaning or do you better today than we did yesterday. So take a minute and settle in, grab out a notebook or a piece of paper or, a scratch pad and get ready to take some notes. I hope you will find this of value as we dive into today's lesson. In the meantime, I see so many people coming online and signing up and saying hello. I want to take a minute and say good morning. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Julia. Good morning, Juan. I saw somebody else pop up, but take a minute and just shoot me a message, say hello, and then take a moment and share this out. Tag it, follow it, friend it, do what you got to do, because you know what? There's somebody that's got to be done or learn this lesson as well. So I see we've got Argentina in the house. We have Italy in the house. I almost said Italia. Italy in the house. So many great people, so many jumping in. I appreciate you guys. And again, this is Success Life, and my name is Eric Reed, and I am your host and a coach. And what I mean by that is, I guess I get to host every morning where we get together and do this lesson, but I also get to coach and do a little bit of what I love. I've been coaching now for, it's always hard to figure out what the official timeline start date is. I've been certified for well over 6 years. I've actually been coaching and counseling in family practice for over 20 years with foster kids and families in crisis. So somewhere in between, I guess you could call that the starting point. But today's lesson, 5 ways to live more purposeful or to make today better than yesterday. So it's the compound effect. That's what we're going for. So let's go ahead and dive in. Number 1. Risk it. And so what I mean by that is risk it. Whatever big decision you've been mulling over, putting off, thinking about, just go for it today. Just take a chance. Just step into it. Get beyond the risk and get into the experience. It's sort of like that experience when you go to the pool at the beginning of the summer, down to the lake, and you're standing on the shore, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be cold. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And we try and tippy-toe our way in. Like somehow putting just 1 foot in the water is going to suddenly make the whole lake or the whole pool warmer. It doesn't. Or somehow it's going to change the perception of what's going on. It doesn't. We're living so close to the edge in such a small sample of it that we can't really experience it. And so if there's been something you've been putting off, putting on hold, saying I'll get to it later, I'm not ready to dive into the deep end, to get into the water, to be in over my head, I'm telling you, if you want to have a more purposeful day today, risk it. Walk all the way around to the deep end and jump in. Run all the way back to the start of the dock and run like crazy and dive in. You cannot experience life, tippy-toeing in from the shallow end and taking it easy. So number 2 is forgive and forget. Oh my gosh. So much of today's baggage, so much of what's going to weigh us down during these first few hours of the day or as we move towards the middle of the week is all of the crap that happened before, all of the crap that happened yesterday, all of the crap that we're carrying forward that we feel we have not quite finished with. It's like, oh, I'm not done processing that, or I'm not ready to forgive them, or they still haven't stepped up and done this or done that and did. You hear it? 9 times out of 10, the other people have moved on with their life. 9 times out of 10, they have picked up, gone off, and forgotten about you and the problem or the poop that they put on your doorstep. And you're going to start today, start this week, start your dreams, still stuck in that cycle. You want to make today better than yesterday? Forgive and forget and move on. Trust me. There's too much to be done today to be worried about what didn't get done the way you wanted it to get done by the people you wanted to get it done by. Over it. Let it go. All right. Number 2, forgive and forget. Number 3, do good. One of the things that I like to do as I'm laying in bed during that first 5 minutes, and no, I'm not hitting the snooze bar. I'm visualizing and projecting and diving into what I want to see my day as. I sort of see that first 5 minutes as I'm waking up where nobody has crashed in and nothing has, caught my attention, and that it's still me in sort of that twilight awakening space where it's the moment of creation of my day. And I'll say, what do I want to see today? What do I want to experience today? And then I add, what do I want to do good today? And sometimes I know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to do and how I can add value or where I can do good into the world. And sometimes I have no clue. But I'll say, okay, I seek an opportunity to do good today. Not big, not great, not mammoth, not earth-shaking, not award-winning, just to do something good today. Hold a door, buy a cup of coffee, give somebody a compliment, slow down for 5 minutes and really listen. Whatever it is, I'm open to doing good today. So start your day with the mindset, with the open checkbox, with the unfinished task of, I will do good today. Thank you, Greg, by the way. Thank you for that. Got to check. Number 4, partner up. This is one of my favorites. My best days, my best energy, get me all moving and bumpily and happy is when I can partner up. Number 4 is partner up. What that means is so often we become, as solopreneurs, mompreneurs, entrepreneurs, dream creators, life changers, goers, that we feel we have to bunker down and get in our office and create and be alone and, drive the machine and be competitive and put our boxing gloves up and really go at it against the world. When if we would just slow down, take a breath, and partner up with other people. Take a moment and just really stop and say, okay, who am I going to partner up with? Who do I need in my life? Who do I want in my life? What energies, what kind of people, what kind of processes, what kind of things do I need to attract into my life to multiply my dream, to multiply my business, to multiply my creativity, to multiply my good? Because when 1 and 1 get together, it never equals 2. It's always at least 3, if not 5, if not 10, if not 20. Wallace D. Waddell, one of my favorite authors, said more wealth is made through creativity than competition. And when we sit in that moment of competition of I can't tell so-and-so because they'll steal my idea. You're a sad living day if you got one idea. If you got one good thing in you that you got to hide under a rock and worry about who's going to steal it, it's a sad day. You might as well take it off, go home, find you a drive-through window kind of job and just settle into it. But when you partner up, and I love partnering up, I love the creative process. When you can partner up with somebody and say, you know what? I was thinking about this. What do you think? And they're like, that's good, but what if we, and all of a sudden you start to see the stacking and the multiplying and the expanding and the creative. It shows you the world is possible and infinite. All right, so number 4, partner up. And then number 5, which may seem contradictory to us as entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and creativepreneurs. And as a coach, I often have to say to my clients when we're on a phone call or in a consultation, slow down. Take a deep breath. Slow down. And I didn't say stop. I didn't say give up. I didn't say sit in defeat. I said slow down. Because when we slow down long enough and we put on our superhero power of being able to see everything in micro flash speed, slow motion, we notice our strengths, we notice our talents, we notice our resources, we notice our path and the people that are coming into alignment with it. And we are able to evaluate that situation and go, now I see it, now I get it. This person is here and that thing is here and this is coming towards me and now I can start to make strategic plans. But when we walk through life with such chaotic energy and rushing, thinking we got to get to the finish line ahead of anybody else, we often miss the journey and the lessons that we're supposed to learn, which ends up making us go back and rinse and repeat. And so when I say slow down, it's like take a moment and don't get so caught up in the process and rushing through it that you miss the growth that's in there. Yeah, take a moment, step it back, find out, like, you know what? All right, I got this. I'm in control. It's okay for me to breathe in and breathe deep. The slowing down is us connecting with ourselves. The slowing down is us connecting with our dream. The slowing down is us connecting with our resources. The slowing down is us connecting with the process, because it is the process that we should learn to love. If we get so attached to some end game kind of goal thing that we miss everything in between, I promise you, when you arrive at the goal, when you arrive at the end game, when you arrive at Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., whatever it is, you're going to feel hollow and empty. Why? Because you got there on empty calories. You got there simply by grunting and showing up and not really enjoying the process and the creativity and the moments that are in it. Now, I often tease as a dad about, I can't wait for my kids to turn 18 and get a job and move out and all of that. And, it's kind of half humor. But somebody the other day reminded me that it goes by very quickly. And as I go through my Facebook feed, sometimes I'll see a picture from 2 years ago or 3 years ago or something we were doing in our Facebook history. We all have that. And I'm like, wow, man, that went fast. That was just 2 years ago. That was just 3 years ago. It seems like yesterday. So slow down and enjoy the process. So if you want to make today better than tomorrow, if you want to sort of live today more purposefully, if you want to get more out of each and every day moving forward, remember, as you're laying in your bed during that twilight waking hour, ask yourself, what am I going to risk today? What have I been putting off? What have I been delaying? What have I been sitting on the short side of the street, hoping that it would happen instead of me make it happen? So ask yourself, what am I going to risk today? And then ask yourself, who do I need to forgive and forget? What do I need to forgive and forget? And, truthfully in coaching, sometimes that person is long past and unconnected. That's okay. Forgive them and forget it. And then number 3, ask yourself, where can I do good today? And if I don't know, show me where I can do good today. And then number 4, ask yourself, who can I collaborate with today? Who can I call into my world, my universe, my business, my life that I can collaborate with? I might not know their name. I might not know their phone number, their email address, but who do they are? What do they look like? What do they bring? What is their energy? All of it. What can I pull into my world today that I can collaborate with? And then who can I partner up with in the same sense? And then number 5 is, remind me to slow down to enjoy the journey. Remind me to take a break in the middle of the day, in the middle of the project, in the middle of the experience, and breathe in deeply and give gratitude for it. All right? So that's what we got today. Today can be better than yesterday. And if you do this, just think about it. If you do this every single day for the rest of your life, then tomorrow's going to be better than today. And if today is awesome, then that means tomorrow is going to be more awesomer. I think that's what we call it. Awesomer? I don't know. We'll make up a word today. And then the day after that will be awesomeristister. We're making up words, but we're going to go with it. Just add to it. Just compound daily, daily, daily. It's 5 simple steps. It takes 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes in the morning laying in bed and run through the 5 questions before your feet hit the floor. Because you'll wake up with intentionality. You'll wake up with focus. You'll wake up with clarity. You'll wake up with purpose instead of that, oh, here we go again. Gotta get up. And y'all remember that old TV commercial? Time to make the donuts. I wanted to be the guy that made the donuts. I gotta tell you, there was a point in my life that I thought being the guy that made the donuts would have been awesome. Now I realize that by divine providence, I was not given that job because I would have eaten all the donuts and it would have been a bigger struggle to lose weight. But anyhow, wake up every morning with purpose. Wake up every morning with focus. Wake up every morning with clarity. And you begin to build the life that you want. You begin to build the life by design and not by default. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I love doing as a coach. That's what I love doing as a consultant and a creative thinker with companies and businesses and individuals, is helping them gain that clarity, gain that focus, gain that purpose into their life. because days are clicking, calendars are rolling forward, life is happening, and it's ours to take and own. All right? All right. We got this, don't we? We got this. Well, I appreciate you joining me for today's Success Life. Again, my name is Eric Reed. I'm a coach, consultant, mentor, speaker, talker, doer, thinker, laugher, podcast host, radio host, whatever you call me, I'm it, because I take the risk and I dive in and do it, and I encourage you to do the same. All right, so today go out and live your life blessed and with success. You are so worthy of it, and it is yours to have. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hey, good morning, Marie. Thank you for taking notes. Hey, Greg, thank you for being a note taker. Hey, good morning, Rose. I love having you in. And Julie, way to go with all the thumbs up and happy clowns and dancing faces and all of that stuff. I so appreciate it as well. I really do appreciate you guys. Good morning, Melissa. It's good to see you. Looking forward to implementing these steps today. See, Melissa, she's a taker, action, doer, getter, doner kind of girl, isn't she? We have Fun Friend Friday coming up. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you tell your friends, get your family invited. I don't know, cancel the doctor's appointment and just stay home Friday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern for Fun Friend Friday. All right? Well, until then, and until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, go out, be blessed, live your life with success. Bye-bye, everybody.